Thank you for coming to my speech today. My name is Raina Stewart, and I'm a student at AB Tech Community College. I've done my speech on the United States education system and how it can be improved by implementing some techniques from high-performing countries around the world. I chose this topic because I think that every student should know where their education is coming from and how it can be better improved. First and foremost, if the United States is to improve our education system, we must start funding schools equally. The fact is that students are being left behind as a result of unequitable funding. High-performing systems in Singapore, South Korea, and Finland all fund their schools equally based on basic need and class size. According to Darling Hammond, who is an American educator, researcher, and author, in 20 different states serving large numbers of minority students, they have significantly fewer resources than more advantaged schools. According to this infographic in my handout on the screen, disadvantaged schools have fewer students per class, they're more likely to be affected by a lack of teaching staff, and teachers are often less qualified than teachers from more advantaged schools. Additionally, the United States needs to invest more time and money into their educators. Educators in top countries are given more planning time and are allowed more freedom to teach their students in the way that best fits them in their own classroom. Emmy Partanen, who is an education specialist from Finland and an author, says that educators in Finland all must receive their master's degree in order to teach in any school facility. The education programs in Finland are among some of the most competitive in the country, so every teacher is extremely well prepared for their job. On average, teachers in top performing countries are paid more than in America. The average salary for an American teacher is around $60,000, whereas in Singapore it's around $70,000, which is about $10,000 more. Perhaps the biggest inhibitor to the United States becoming an education powerhouse is our excessive use of standardized testing. Every student learns differently, and they cannot be expected to learn the same way. In Finland, they follow a national core curriculum where teachers are allowed to teach students in the way that best fits them in the classroom and the teacher themselves. Students are graded individually at the end of the semester by their teacher, and it is based on their class performance. According to Partanen, the focus on standardized testing is limiting student learning, and it often results in the instruction of watered-down versions of concepts that should be deeply ingrained. Standardized testing just doesn't cut it for most students. Most students need a more individualized approach to their learning, and because of our obsession with standardized testing, we are leaving a lot of students behind. According to this infographic, multiple choice and short answer tests are poor measures of students' achievement, particularly the ability to understand and use complex material. Test scores are not always reliable, and high-stakes tests cause unnecessary anxiety that affect students' test scores and make them do worse. In conclusion, the United States needs to aid the majority in order to help the entire country. Through the implementation of equitable funding, decent incentives for teachers, and putting less emphasis on standardized testing, we can rebuild our spot as an education superpower. Proper education is the backbone of a nation, and it's time that we start spending more time on it. We would be stupid to not implement these changes. It's time to do what's best for everyone. Thank you.